This Olympic champion races at 23 miles per hour on the track. But off it, he drives cars that go 7 times faster. Today, we're revealing how Noah Lyles, America's new sprint king, has quietly built a car collection that perfectly mirrors his meteoric rise to fame. Welcome back to Wheels of Fame, where we showcase the flashiest rides of the world's biggest athletic stars. Noah Lyles, world champ sprinter, fastest man on the track, just dropped a $47,000 surprise for his fiancée. And no, it's not jewelry. It's a luxury SUV that's turning heads. Genesis, the company that makes this car, might be a name you haven't heard a million times like some others, but they're making cars that are turning heads. Is Genesis just another fancy car brand, or is there more to this story than meets the eye? Let's find out. First off, it's an SUV, which means it's big enough for all your stuff and maybe even a dog or two. But it's not just big, it's fancy. Think of it as the athlete of SUVs, strong, quick, and looks good doing it. Under the hood, this thing has an engine that's like a mini rocket. It's a 2.5-liter turbocharged engine. Now, what does that mean? Basically, it's like having a regular engine but with a turbocharger strapped on. A turbocharger is like a superpower booster for your engine, making it way more powerful without making it much bigger. This engine throws out 300 horsepower. It also makes 311 pound-feet of torque. Think of it as pulling power. All this power goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission. 8 speeds means it's always in the right mood. Fast, smooth, or chill. No jerks or hiccups. And it's all-wheel drive. That means all 4 wheels are helping to push the car forward, not just 2. This is great for when it's raining or snowing, or if you just want to feel extra sure on the road. Fuel-wise, for a car this powerful, it's not too bad on gas. It gets around 22 miles per gallon in the city and 28 miles per gallon on the highway. That's like saying you can drive pretty far without stopping at the gas station every 5 minutes. It's a good mix of power and not emptying your wallet every time you drive. Now let's talk about the Sport Prestige part. This isn't a regular GV70, it's the Sport Prestige version. That means it's got all the bells and whistles. It's like the deluxe package. It has big 21-inch wheels. These are dark, sputtering sport alloy wheels. Sounds fancy, right? They look cool and help the car handle better when you turn corners. The front grille is also special, a sport grille, which just makes the car look meaner and sportier. And there are special trim pieces all around the outside that you won't find on the regular GV70. It's all about making it look extra sporty and special. But are these sporty looks just for show, or does it really make the car feel different to drive? Step inside, and you're in a different world. The seats are covered in real leather. Not just any leather, but premium leather, which is soft and comfy like your favorite armchair. The ceiling inside isn't just plain fabric, it's microfiber suede. Suede is like super soft leather, and microfiber makes it even softer. The top part of the dashboard is wrapped in leatherette, which is fake leather, but still looks and feels really nice. And there's a panoramic sunroof. That's a huge glass window in the roof that lets in tons of light and makes the inside feel huge and open. You can even open it up to get some fresh air. Tech? Oh, it's loaded. It has a Lexicon premium audio system. Lexicon is a company that makes really high-end sound stuff. This system has quantum logic surround sound. That's a fancy way of saying the music sounds like it's coming from all around you, like you're at a concert. It has 14 speakers and a super powerful 1050-watt amplifier. That's enough power to make your eardrums happy, or maybe a little too happy if you turn it up too loud. The main screen in the middle of the dashboard is easy to use and does all the stuff you expect, like navigation, music, and connecting your phone. Safety is a big deal too. It's got a surround view monitor. This uses cameras all around the car to show you a bird's eye view on the screen. It's super helpful when you're parking so you don't bump into anything. It also has forward and reverse parking distance warning. This means if you're getting too close to something when parking, the car will beep at you to warn you. And if you keep going and don't listen, the reverse parking collision avoidance assist will actually step in and hit the brakes for you to stop you from bumping into something when you're backing up. It's like having a super careful co-driver who takes over when you mess up parking. Performance-wise, this SUV can move. It can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 6.1 seconds. That's pretty quick for a car this size. It's not sports car fast, but it's definitely quick enough to be fun. The suspension, which is what keeps the car from bouncing all over the place, is set up to be sporty but still comfy. So, it's good for driving fast around corners, but also nice for just cruising down the highway. It's like it can be sporty when you want it to be, and chill when you just want to relax. Noah Lyles picking this Genesis GV70 Sport Prestige for Junelle Bromfield, it says something. It says he wanted to get her something that's not just fancy, but also really good. It's stylish, it's fast enough, it's comfy, and it's packed with tech. It's like the perfect mix of everything you'd want in a luxury SUV. But where did Genesis come from anyway? It's not like they've been around forever like some of the other big car brands. Is Genesis a brand new company, or does it have a secret history hiding under the surface? Well, here's a bit of a twist. Genesis is actually part of Hyundai. Hyundai might be a name you know better. They make cars that are usually pretty good and don't cost a fortune. But Hyundai wanted to get into the luxury car game, to take on the big names like Mercedes and BMW. So they created Genesis as their own luxury brand. It's like when a clothing company makes a fancy line of clothes that are more expensive and higher quality. That's what Hyundai did with Genesis. They spent a lot of time and money to make Genesis cars really, really good. They hired designers from other famous luxury car companies and packed Genesis cars with the latest technology. They wanted to prove they could make cars that are just as good or even better than the brands that have been around for ages. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Genesis hasn't been around as a separate brand for very long, only since 2015. But in that short time, they've been winning awards and getting rave reviews. Think about it. A company that was just starting out about a few years ago is now making cars that people are comparing to the best in the world. It's kind of like Noah Lyles in the running world. He wasn't always the top guy, but he worked hard, got better and better, and now he's beating the old champions. Genesis is doing the same thing in the car world. They're the new kid on the block, but they're running faster and jumping higher than some of the brands that have been around for decades. This GV70, it's not just a nice gift, it's a statement. It's like saying, hey, I'm giving you something that's not just luxurious, but also from a brand that's ambitious, that's pushing boundaries, that's proving that new can be better than old. Just like Noah Lyles is shaking up the sprinting world, Genesis is shaking up the luxury car world. And maybe that's why he picked this car. Maybe he sees a bit of himself in the Genesis story, the newcomer who's here to win. Today, Genesis is not just trying to copy other luxury brands, they are setting their own path. They are designing cars that look different, that feel different, and that have their own style. The GV70 is a perfect example of this. It's not trying to be a copycat of a German SUV or an American SUV. It's got its own Korean flavor, its own design language, and people are noticing. More and more people are choosing Genesis over the old established brands because they offer something fresh, something exciting, and something that's often better value for the money. So is buying a Genesis GV70 like betting on the underdog who's about to become the champion? For Junelle Bromfield, getting this Genesis GV70 Sport Prestige from Noah Lyles, it's more than just a car. It's a really thoughtful, really generous gift. It's a car that says, I appreciate you, I value you, and I want you to have something that's not just good but truly great. And it's a car that comes from a brand that's on the rise, just like both of them are in their careers. It's a car that matches their style, their ambition, and their drive. If you're thinking about getting a luxury SUV, maybe take a look at Genesis. They might surprise you. They're making their own road. And who knows, maybe in a few years, Genesis will be one of those names that everyone knows and respects, just like the really big car brands we all grew up with. They're definitely on their way. The Genesis GV70 Sport Prestige isn't just a car, it's a symbol of new luxury, new ambition, and maybe even new love. And for Noah Lyles and Junelle Bromfield, it's the perfect ride for their journey together. If you liked this story and want to hear more about cool cars and the people who drive them, hit that share button and tell your friends. Let's keep talking about cars that are more than just metal and wheels, cars that have a story to tell.